FM and AM 1160 at 13 minutes after 9 o'clock. You know, all this month we have been doing Thursday updates on the Citizens Ambulance Service JoJo's Challenge, and our conversation with the folks from Citizens today brought to you by Marcus and Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Sandy Gillette in the studio with us this morning. And Sandy, you made it an all-ladies day today, huh?
I did. I brought in those that understand and a new concept to talk about today. I have Renee with me that will talk a little bit about retention and what it is to be with Citizens 33 years. And then I have a happy ambulance story from Taylor here, who's in her 20s and got to share a wonderful experience here recently.
Wow. So we're going to hear from Renee Kerstetter and Taylor Blancy in just a couple of moments. But Sandy, where do we stand on JoJo's Challenge?
The JoJo Challenge is moving quite well. We're at 83%.
Oh, yeah.
And I want everybody to understand that we're not stopping at 100,000. Right. I mean, I'm looking out there for another 100,000. I was thinking this morning before I came in, we have 10 days left. That means we need $100,000 to operate. Mm-hmm. It costs us about $10,000 a day.
Wow.
So with that, we can't stop at the 100,000, but I just want to say I cannot believe the private donations that have come in, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. It's amazing that, well, I know that we have community members like this, but in the same breath, it's just mind-boggling of what's out there for us.
Yeah. For those who don't know, the JoJo Challenge is two anonymous donors have come forward and said, if you can raise $100,000 by April the 30th, we'll match that $100,000. So it basically turns into $200,000 if you can raise that much money by April the 30th. And so that's what we're talking about. That includes people who want to sign up for a membership with Citizens Ambulance Service, those who want to make a donation to Citizens Ambulance Service, however it is that you can raise the money.
And Todd, I do want to share, yesterday we were at the IRMC Park, and we were so pleased that In First Bank, our local community bank, donated $10,000. So we were happy to do the mock check presentation and thank Connie Biss for that from the bank. And I also want to give a shout out to Washington Township. That's a little area with about 1,600 residents. They provided us $23,000.
Wow.
And they had given $8,000 previously, so that makes $31,000, which would equate to membership for those residents. And we just can't thank those supervisors enough for understanding the cause and reacting to it.
Way to go, Washington Township, liking that a lot.
Right.
All right, let's talk to Renee Kerstetter. Did she say 30 years with Citizens Ambulance? Come a little closer to that
almost
microphone.
34 years now.
Really?
Yes, 1989 when I started.
Wow. So
20-year-old girl.
You've seen a lot of people come and go to Citizens Ambulance
a lot,
Service.
Yes.
And you love it when they stay around a while.
I do. I absolutely do. I'm one of the managers, so I actually interact with these kids every day, and I've met so many great people through the years. Taylor here is one of them. I just absolutely adore her. She's got a great story to tell you guys. But we struggle. We do struggle with retention. You know, we get college kids that come in and they finish their college degrees, but then they're gone, which we love that because it gives them a life experience.
Sure.
Teaches them how to, a lot of them are nursing students or pre-med, things like that. So if you know anybody that's young and willing to become an EMT, encourage them because it's a great profession. Obviously, I enjoy it, and that's what I want to say.
Sure. Are you still riding it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yep.
You're getting out there.
I am.
That's wonderful.
As much as I can.
That's wonderful. But retention is a big part of what Citizens Ambulance does. Great that you get students that can come in, and while they're here, they can give time to Citizens Ambulance Service, be a part of the Citizens family. Even better if they can hang around a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some of them do decide to stick around for a longer time than they expect.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk to Taylor this
Okay.
morning. She said, not that it's a hard setup here, but Sandy said you have a happy story, Taylor.
I do. Last week, I had the opportunity of delivering a baby.
Really?
Yeah, in the back of the ambulance. It was a pretty crazy experience. It's one of those that I was pretty scared of. I did not want to do. That was one of the things that I was very nervous about. But, you know, me and my partner, we delivered a baby that came quick.
Shout out to Cliff Clausen.
Yes, shout out to Cliff Clausen. He's amazing. Love him.
Yeah. So what was it, boy or girl?
It was a boy.
It was a boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we certainly don't want to violate any laws or regulations
right.
having to do with privacy or anything like that. But tell me about the feeling and technically what you have to do when you're going through something like that. You're in constant communication with the folks back at the hospital, right?
Oh, yes. We let them know, like, we're pulling over to deliver this baby, and, you know, we go through our training and everything, and, you know, we ended up having a healthy baby boy, and that was very exciting, but, you know, it was a very rewarding experience,
Yeah.
you know, to bring life into this world and, you know, to experience that, and I'm grateful that, you know, as much as I was so scared to do it, I'm glad that I got that
Yeah,
experience.
yeah. So how far away from the hospital were you?
We were about 15 minutes from where we delivered. We were 5 minutes from the scene. But-
So you pulled over to the side of the road to
Yeah.
complete the process,
Yes,
if you will.
yes, we did.
Yeah.
That baby was coming. There was no stopping it.
In that moment, you have to make a decision. You have to say to the driver, you know,
Yep.
this is happening now.
Yeah.
And so let's find a place.
Yep. And you know, we have to go through the safety and everything that we need to,
Yeah.
but it was really exciting. That's
The
for sure.
training kicked in.
Yes, it's one of those things like you're really nervous about, and but you know, in the moment, it just you don't even think about it. You just do it. You don't
Yeah.
second guess yourself, and you just do it.
Yeah. You've been at Citizens for how long?
Coming on 2 years.
2
next
years.
Month. Yep.
And how did you actually come to Citizens?
IUP. So I go to school at I was going to school for PA, but now I've switched to nursing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I fell in love with EMS, and now I want to get involved in flight nursing. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty exciting
Yeah.
endeavor too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're still going to IUP,
A different nursing school.
a
but
different
yes,
nursing school,
yes.
but you're still involved with Citizens. and all that
Correct.
service.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I love everyone that I work with, you know.
Yeah.
We work with a lot of great people. You may meet so many great friends, you know. We are all a big family when it comes to it at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. And you've done some things that people your age probably have no idea.
Oh, yeah. We were just talking about that before we came in here.
Yeah, yeah. When you were growing up with your pals in high school and talking about, okay, what's the next 5 or 6 years going to be like? Probably didn't involve
No,
that.
I definitely would not have imagined or saw myself in, you know, the position that I am today. But I am forever grateful that I get this opportunity and experience. For sure.
Terrific. That's fantastic. And Sandy, that really, you know, that's a great story for Citizens Ambulance Service.
Well,
isn't
I
it?
just learned of this yesterday when we were doing the IRMC park, and it was when she was telling me about it, I said, "Can you come to the radio tomorrow? I don't care if you're working. We need to bring you in." And it was kind of amazing to think about her in 2 years. And Renee here is 30 plus, and she's jealous. She's never gotten to deliver a baby.
Aw,
I
poor
guess,
Renee.
Right?
I guess that's the ultimate thing to be
Yeah.
able to do, and I
Yeah.
can imagine that.
It's not something that happens very often. You know,
No.
labor is such a long process that usually we don't deliver in the back of the ambulance. But
And the dad was following along in the car.
Yeah,
Can you
a
imagine
lot.
that? Yeah.
Renee, you'll be sad to know that nobody here is pregnant. So
Oh,
it won't be happening today.
I also teach at IUP, so I teach the EMT curriculum, and
She
I
taught
also
me.
taught the obstetrics. I teach the obstetrics. I'm the one that does that, and I'm just so jealous. I'm proud to know that she did it, but I'm still jealous.
I was going to say you have to be very, very proud that the training that you instituted
Exactly.
really it comes to the forefront.
It
doesn't
does. It does.
I mean, we were smiles ear to ear
They
after
were.
because it's just crazy to, you know, bring life into this world and get that. It's so rewarding.
Floating, huh?
Yeah, just floating on
They
cloud
were.
nine.
They were.
Yeah. We did have a guy who worked here Mark at the Chamber of Commerce now. They didn't make it to the hospital. They had to pull out, and he had to deliver the baby.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a few years ago. But that's a part of the Citizens Ambulance story, and that is one of the things that people will talk about with Citizens for a lot of years. But Citizens does not continue without folks coming through. And Sandy,
Absolutely.
that's really the reason that you're here today.
That is true. And if I could, just one quick minute, Renee, share the story
Yesterday's
this morning. or
Yeah, yesterday we I work in the dispatch office occasionally. I'm filling in for one of the other managers, and we got a phone call for a gentleman that wanted his son taken to a facility. And long story short, he gave us a nice donation on top of paying for the trip. And he said, I absolutely believe in you guys. You're amazing. I'm so thankful that you're in this county. And he was in tears.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. He gave us a nice donation on top of the trip cost.
It takes folks like that to understand what's going on and what Citizens Ambulance means to the community. That's what it's all about. So, Sandy, just a few moments left. Let's tell folks how it is that they can become a part of JoJo's Challenge.
Okay. To become part of the JoJo Challenge, you can go to citizensambulance.org, or you certainly can call the office at 724-349-5511. We will find you if you're willing to reach out.
Beautiful, beautiful. Ladies, thank you all for coming to visit with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Tom.
Thank you.
And we'll have another update from JoJo Challenge next week with Citizens Ambulance Service. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. The